After 10 years of marriage, my wife told me this morning that she wanted me to leave.
Hey, first of all, any man watching this right now, never, ever, ever do anything like this. Let me tell you what's going to happen if you do something like this. The women are going to get their hands on it and they are going to laugh. She's going to watch this with her best friends, maybe even some of her women in her family, and they are just going to laugh and laugh and laugh. Never cry on camera like this and show these women how hurt you are.
I'm not a perfect man by far. I've made my mistakes. But every time I made a mistake, I did everything she asked me to.
Another mistake right there. No, you made another mistake by doing that. Never ever, to every man watching me, never ever ever do everything your wife tells you to do or your woman tells you to do. Let me tell you something. What I've learned about women through the course of my lifetime and from all of the thousands of women I've talked to by doing this content, what happens is they act like they want you, and they may even verbally state it and pout about it and go off that they want you to do what they say, but they really see that as weakness. When you do what they say all the time, now sometimes they may have a valid reason for you to correct some action, but it needs to also, even in that sense, it needs to come from you're the one who's saying, this is something you need to do. So it needs to, and it never needs to come from a yes, baby, you're right. I'm going to do that. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. No, it needs to come from this type of tone. You know what? I thought about what you said, and I realized that, yeah, you know what? Maybe I do need to make some changes, or maybe I do need to do this a little bit better. It needs to come from you as the man. You still have to always show your dominance. Never, yes, baby, okay, whatever you say, I'm willing to work on whatever you told me to work on. They see that as weakness. Never behave like that in front of a woman.
To show that I'd changed and I'd learned from it.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's looking for a real man. And right now, after all this stuff happens, most women, they don't go for no man who has understanding and kindness and willing to listen. They're going for the man who's going to satisfy their frustration in the bedroom. They want a man to blow their back out. They're not trying to hear none of this. This is why it doesn't even work when you do it, because they're not trying to hear that. They just want a man to come in and tear it up.
I asked her for one thing, that she would try marriage counseling.
There you go, another mistake. Listen, I hope I'm breaking this down. I got a lot of men that watch my type of content. I'm trying to break it down for you guys to understand. I want to ask you if you would try marriage counseling. You cannot come this way at a woman. You need to be the one that's showing power and authority, strength, all of these things. So you need to tell her what you should be telling her is, listen, our marriage is on the rocks. You need to go to marriage counseling. This is what I'm telling you we need to do. And it has to come from you as the decision maker. You can't show her that you're just begging and pleading for anything, please, to make our marriage work. Hell no.
And at first she said yes, and then she said she doesn't even want to try.
Yes, because she sees you as weak.
I've done everything she's ever asked me, and she couldn't do this one thing for me. She just told me she doesn't love me anymore.
No, she doesn't. I'm telling you right now, she sees you as weak. And if she doesn't love you anymore, if she tells you that blatantly, then she probably already has another man. Either that has already started blowing her back out or is very close to blowing her back out.
And it hurts so damn bad. Because other than her and her kids that I'd adopted, and the grandson.
And listen, no other woman that's watching this right now has any real sympathy for you. As a matter of fact, they are probably saying, good for her. You must have did something real bad. You must never change. You must have never heard her out. You must never did this. You must never stepped up. You didn't want to work. They're going to come with every excuse or every reason for them, for her as a woman to not want you anymore. And that looks bad for the future, right? Because if you're crying on camera like this, and there is a potential woman that have been looking at you on social media or something, she's interested in you, she ain't gonna be interested in you anymore after she see you crying like this.
That we just had. The only family I've got is my mom. And I need some people to pray for me.
And there you go again, more weakness. See, more and more he talks, the worse it gets. He has nobody. He only has his mom. So therefore, he was depending on her to be the world. Listen, it's too much pressure and stress on a woman if she has to be your everything. She has to be your world. She has to be your best friend. She has to be your support. She has to be the one that is always there for you in each and every moment. You can never be the man to pick yourself up. You can't go to other friends of yours. You can't go to family. You can't get help on your own. If she has to always be your help, this is a problem, and they will see this as weakness. So you have to do things for yourself on your own or find support system. You got to do something because they don't look at this as being a man. They look at this as being a boy or a child, and they don't want to raise another child.
I need some people to talk to because I'm so alone. I'm so helpless and hopeless right now.
This is absolutely disgusting for me to see another man act like this and cry like this. This is totally embarrassing and disgusting.
And I just need some folks to talk to.
You need to go see a therapist immediately. Don't call your mother or whoever else that you may be used to talking, woman in your family. You need to go see a therapist, deep therapy, and you need to get around some men that's going to toughen you up so you can stop all this crying shit.
I worked last night. I've got to work another 12-hour shift tonight, and I've had 2 hours sleep because I've had to pack.
You know, here's the other thing as men, we got to become smarter and wiser when reading signs when it comes to women. And if you're not good at reading signs when it comes to women, then you need to start talking to women in your family, any women you can find that have a conversation with, and explain things that you're seeing, signs or different things. Try to gain understanding of what women do, how they behave, what your woman is doing. Very important that you do that as a man. You have to have an understanding and look for signs to know when a woman is angry, pissed off. She might be cheating. She's talking to somebody at work. You know, you have to be able to look for these signs because they display them. Now, they're like cats. It's hard to detect. That's why you need help. You got to get help from other women, and they will tell you what's going on.
I just don't know what to do.
What you need to do is get all of your stuff, move out, like she says, be a man, don't contact her anymore, stop this damn crying, right? And maybe she might see that you're trying to be a man, trying to do something different, be someone different. Maybe she might give you another chance, but probably not because you're not going to grow up and be a man that fast. It's going to take you some time. It's probably going to take you, when this happens to you, it's probably going to take you some years to build yourself up and actually be a man. Get in the gym, get around some real men that are tough and strong, that don't play, build your income and money situation up, look better, get some kind of makeover so that you look different. Then she might see you and be like, oh, wow, he looks good. He looks different. Then you level up and get you even better woman than you had before.
I'm crying out to God. But this is one of those times I'm too weak to do it on my own. So if you see this, please pray for me.
Folks, you have no idea how hard it is for me to sit here and analyze this clip and watch this junk from this man.
And if you feel the need to reach out, I work 12-hour shifts from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'll be up.
What? You gotta be kidding me. You need to go back to your mother and father and tell them that they didn't raise you right. Your father did a piss poor job of making you to a man. Your mother did a piss poor job of babying you so that you can cry like this probably all the time in front of her.
I just need somebody.
See, and that's the thing with women, right? Mothers, they will baby a man, a boy when he's a boy and he's grown up, even to teenage, even when he becomes an adult sometimes. They baby him, and these guys get used to that type of babying treatment, right? So then they turn around and think that they can do the same thing when they get with a woman. And women that are not your mother, they're turned off by that. They're disgusted by a mama's boy, a crybaby, a man that can't stand on his own 2 feet. A lot of women may not like what I have to say. I'll tell you this about women. They may not like it, but they respect me and they know that I'm serious and I mean business and I stand on business. They respect me. They may not like it, but they respect it. They don't have respect for this type of a man. Like they see him as a clown. They're not like, oh, he's so emotional. He's much more of a man and so sweet. He's more than you'll ever be, Black Guru. They'll never say that about a man like this.
I get on here and I try to be positive and I try to give good advice and help people with problems, but right now I'm asking for help because I can't take it. I can't do it.
Just go lay under your mother or go to church. You say you're in church and just go to the front and just lay there on the ground in front of the steps that lead up to the altar where the pulpit. Just go and lay there like a little baby and ask them for a bottle at this point.
I just need somebody to be there for me.
I can't watch it no more. To the men that are watching, never, ever, ever put yourself in a position to where you are crying like this over a woman, which means you got to be diligent, pay attention to signs, then changes with her. Pay attention if you think she might be doing something with another man. She's acting different, dressing different, all of that stuff. She's going, working out a whole lot more, staying at work, not answering your calls and texts like she used to. There's so many different signs that a woman is not into you that much. And when she's not, she's into another man. And sometimes she can even play it off like she's really into you and at the same time being into another man. You have to do this stuff. You got to be a strong person, strong in your emotions and your mental. And that comes through experience. It comes through study. It comes through knowing that you are not going to be played with and messed with. Your emotions are not going to be played with. You have to be strong. You got to build up your mental toughness as a man, right? Got to be around other men that are strong, that are not going to baby you. The more you get babied by being around women, the more you're going to react and act like this when something happens to you. We're men. We're not babies. We're not boys. I need y'all to be strong and grow up and never be like this guy right here.